Scratch that morning itch on the home of the Woody Show.
You know?
No. Alt 98.7.
All in or all out.
LA's new alternative.
The universe has a way of leading you to where you're supposed to be at the moment you're supposed to be there.
This is
The Woody Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Oh yeah.
It is The Woody Show, and please welcome to the studio. We actually have a guest.
So excited.
It's Dan Aykroyd. Everybody, Dan Aykroyd is here. Hi, Dan. Mr. Aykroyd.
Only the police call me Mr. Ackroyd, and they're not always. Good to see you. What a nice
too.
crew.
Yeah, we
You have
never-
a beautiful office here. What a desk.
Right?
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. It looks like a liquor
yeah.
store.
And it's super clean.
Only the best around here, Dan.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
nice.
no, I
View
mean,
of the mountains.
We never get living legends in here. But,
No. Fortunate working
No.
actor for many years.
yeah, I mean,
I
I
don't
was
know about legends. But
I was thinking about it. You know, you coming in, and you know, such a big fan of so much of your work. But I mean, what a life you have lived. I mean, all the way back with the Saturday Night Live and all the movies and everything else that you've done. Not just like as an actor, but as a screenwriter. Like the first screenplay that you wrote was Blues Brothers. Like, the band Bush.
Yeah, sure.
Gavin Rossdale. The first song he wrote was one of their biggest hits, "Come Down." You know, the first screenplay you write is Blues Brothers. Like, did that make you nervous? Like, that thing is such a big hit, and then where do you go from there? Can you do it again?
Well, every actor, every creator, when they're finished a project, looks into the abyss and figures out what's next, I suppose. I've just been very fortunate. All of the projects that you've liked and some that you may not have were result of really heartfelt collaborations. We don't do it alone. I really am proud of a lot of films I made, AAA projects. I'm proud of SNL. I'm proud of the records that John and I did and the band we put together. But that's all with other genius, wonderful people, actors, writers, and so it's a collaborative effort. And I'm just grateful that I was able to work with the best in every discipline and skill: songwriting, dancing, choreography, stunt driving, all the skills you get
all
on
the people
a
that you
film
work,
crew.
even in the movies. I mean, whether it was Belushi or John Candy, Steve Martin, like all
Eddie
these
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Robert Redford, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah.
So I've been so fortunate and had, I had fun doing 97% of it.
Dan, I read a book, you might have heard of this, called Wild and Crazy Guys, and it's about a lot of like the 80s and 90s comedy. And I believe they said that you were kind of more the avant-garde and weirdo creative force. Like you're saying, you had other guys who were kind of okay, let's rein this in a little bit, but you were more of like let's kind of push the envelope and that sort of thing.
Well, I always thought if it made me chuckle and I tell it to someone else and someone else, oh, that's funny. And then you go to five people and five turns to 50 and 500 and 5,000 and 5 million in terms of the movie. So you have to just trust your own instincts.
What makes you entertained?
Yeah. But God knows, I had great people in the cast and crew of Saturday Night Live there that I got to work with. And then what came later with SNL? Look at the work.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, John Lovitz alone. I mean, they're worth the price. Worth the price of admission.
You hear different stories about what it's like to actually work on SNL. Like, working at SNL now sounds like a combo of like hell and frat life. Like, there's these two sides of it. Like, one's just this big party, and then the other side you hear about, it's like, man, there's this infighting and there's this drama and there's things going on. But when you were there, it sounds like it was more the frat life stuff, the hijinks, the partying. Like, weren't you sleeping there at NBC for a while?
Yes, I got them to put in bunk beds and a shower. Because we used to write the show. Start writing the show Tuesday night, Wednesday night. You'd stay over Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It's very stressful still. It's video commando, it's very high energy and high focus, and it helps to have allies there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there were forces working against within and that, but ultimately in the end each show came out to where it was either a gem or a turkey.
Right.
But we got it done. It came out. It was completed, and everyone was a pro in the end. Of every show. At the end of every show we did, and then we went back and did it all again. But I think the show has great currency and relevancy now. I do watch when I can stay up. But I have a very quiet drive in a very slow. Would you like regular gasoline?
Yeah, where are you living these days? Where are you spending your time?
Between
Canada?
Martha's Vineyard, a little bit, and then Eastern Ontario, Canada, and then the road.
Right.
You know, with the product here, the vodka, the
which we are going to talk about.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about
Seabass has a special.
I went out and bought it, Dan.
Oh, that's
like the special
There's like
bottle.
there's
Look
the
at that.
clear, then there's this like iridescent, then there's a black, and then there's a Pride bottle as well, I believe. And I had to ask specifically because they're always, Dan, we were talking about this off the air. The Crystal Head vodka is always behind lock and key, at least here in the States.
Yeah.
Because it is extra fancy, and people want people want
the skull. Yeah.
Right.
I know. That's we're fighting that because in Canada, there we just tell the government liquor store we'll replace it. You know, and then we get a bill for them for the full retail price. No, it's very popular.
Yeah.
No, I've got a lovely quiet life right now. Everything's good there, but the product that you have in your hand is our wheat, Sunset wheat, and the notes on that are peppercorn, anise. That makes it great Bloody Mary. And the bottle is beautiful, designed by my friend John Alexander. It's
awesome.
And there, I just, I got into this because I tasted other, I don't name names or other brands, but a lot of vodkas out there. I tasted them. They smelled like nothing, or they tasted like nothing, and they smelled like Chanel No. 5.
True.
Yeah.
And I thought, wait, how can we change that? So we have a corn vodka in the clear. That's peaches and cream corn from Ontario.
So, like, what
Canada.
causes that? Like, what did you leave out of this that
Well,
causes all this stuff?
I'll tell you. I don't, I know we're the first people to do it. I don't know if everybody is doing it now, but we certainly changed the fluid in our bottle. What happens is that a lot of these manufacturers, they are afraid that the consumer is going to open the bottle and it's going to smell like ethyl alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute, hold it. We're drinking beverage alcohol, and if you do ethyl alcohol right, like we do from the wheat mash, the corn mash, we make the black is the agave. We make a mash of what they make tequila out of, the blue amber agave. We do a vodka distillation on that. And you open our bottles, and it's that sweet kind of smell of alcohol. If you open other bottles, smells like nothing, tastes like nothing, smells like perfume, because they add the following things. They add glyceride. It's a cousin to
What is that?
antifreeze. Cousin to antifreeze.
Oh, good.
glycol.
Oh, great.
Now, they do it to produce a viscosity there. Now, they don't put enough to hurt you in these products. And then they add limonene. And you've seen those commercials where they take citrus oil in a mustard jar and they cut through the grease?
Yeah.
That's citrus oil. They add that to produce, to mask the smell and scent of the alcohol, and then they put sugar in there.
Yeah, somebody was telling me because I'm a tequila guy. I like tequilas, and someone's like, "What are you drinking?" Like, this is like, I didn't realize there. I mean, really was. There's a difference in tequilas. Like, some are smoother to me, some other whatever. I didn't realize there was much in that, And then somebody told me and gave me some of their favorites of the stuff that doesn't have all the additives, I guess.
Right.
And you can definitely tell the difference.
I don't know about the tequila business, whether additives are put in there, but they certainly were in,
Yeah, they
in
are.
a lot of. Are they really? Then they're called fusel oils, and fusel is the German word for bad liquor. So fusel, So there you go. No limonene, no sugar, zero additive. We won medals all around the world.
Yeah.
And so
award winning.
my
Everything
life
he does,
is.
he wins with.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you,
Such a winner.
Thank you.
Yep.
I couldn't win a thing in high school.
Hey,
Or
we don't win
college.
anything around here either.
No. I won an exit ticket to both institutions. So.
It's called Crystal Head Vodka, and it's available now at your local liquor store. You can't miss it. It's in the Skull bottle.
Right.
And Crystal Head is releasing some ready-to-drink cocktails and a whole bunch of other stuff, too, at Crystal Head Vodka there, or crystalheadvodka.com. We got Dan Aykroyd here in studio.
Yes.
And some more with Dan coming up next here on The Woody Show. Hang on.
The Woody Show will be back in a second.